It's not every day you start the adventure of a lifetime. Hello and welcome to episode 22. In the last episode, I passed my 8th week kayaking down the Mississippi River. It's been an incredible journey, and I am now solely in the state of Louisiana and just a few miles upriver from Baton Rouge. The end is getting near, as I just need to navigate the busy waterway between here and New Orleans. It will prove to be the more stressful part of the journey for me, as the shipping traffic was heavy and I felt pretty small near the giants of the river. It's the beginning of the end, so on the river we go. Good morning, I believe it is day 58, and big day today. We're going to try to get through Baton Rouge. I'm nervous, I just want to get through there safely and be on the backside heading down. So I'll record as much as I can, but I'm probably not going to do a lot of talking. I just want to stay focused. So, here we go. I am very fortunate that as I enter the Baton Rouge area, there is a southbound towboat. Northbound traffic has been put on hold during this time, so I do my best to get through the area before they cut them loose and I have to deal with much more traffic. Now, in the port of Baton Rouge, I will be dealing with ocean-going vessels. Although I think they are pretty cool to see, I am not sure what to expect from them. The captain of a dredge was giving me tips to get through the area and what lie ahead. He was also very appreciative that I had a radio with me. Thank you, sir. I appreciate your help today. Well, once again, the river has stepped it up a notch. You can see we now have the ocean liners out here with us. And yeah, pretty big. So it's amazing. I passed a few of them now, none of them moving yet. But man, they got some size to them, so. Okay, we are leaving the town of Placermine? Plaquemine? I don't even know. And doing a resupply. We parked here at the ferry landing. Ran over to CVS and Burger King. Got food, got water. We should be good for the next few days. So we're gonna get out of here before the ferry comes back and make our way on down. Try getting our 15-20 miles in at least today. So here we go.
1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 31 32 33 34 35 36 37 38 39 40 41 42 43 44 45 46 47 48 49 50 51 52 53 54 55 56 57 58 59 60 61 62 63 64 65 66 67 68 69 70 71 72 73 74 75 76 77 78 79 80 81 82 83 84 85 86 87 88 89 90 91 92 93 94 95 96 97 98 99 100 101 102 103 104 105 106 107 108 109 110 111 112 113 114 115 116 117 118 119 120 121 122 123 124 125 126 127 128 129 130 131 132 133 134 135 136 137 138 139 140 141 142 143 144 145 146 147 148 149 150 151 152 153 154 155 156 157 158
Paddling through a busy stretch, I search for hours for a place to land. I find this small, muddy, stinky patch of dirt and decided that it is better than nothing. Alright everybody, this is Roy. Roy was kind enough to walk by and bring me a whole bag of water. So this is awesome because I am dying of thirst right now. So he was kind enough to run all the way back to his house, what, a mile, and then bring this stuff back for me. He didn't have to, and he did. Nice guy, so I appreciate it. Thank you, sir. And he wanted to be on YouTube, so he'll be on there. We'll definitely make a video out of this one. So nice people out here along the river. I finished the day talking with my dad, listening to the hum of barges, and filming some lightning from storms across the river.
Still there?
Yeah, just recording some of the lightning. Good morning, welcome to day 58, I think. Not really sure. Yeah. Waking up from my little mud patch and heading on down the river. Get the heck on and get out of this busier area here. It's gonna be busy all the way to New Orleans, but this area is especially busy, so I want to get past. It was a loud night, but it usually is, whether it's bugs or industry. So yeah, we could be done as early as Monday. Today is Friday, so I really want to put some miles in and try to get somewhere. And yeah, I want to try to wrap this thing up. I think I've been saying that every morning, but it holds true just as much today as it does any other day. Hopefully close in on New Orleans so we can be New Orleans tomorrow. If we can get a little past there. And then just 2 days to the Gulf, I believe. 1 day down to Venice maybe, and then 1 day down to South Pass of the Gulf, get picked up, and be done. Have to hang around at a hotel for a few days for my wife to make it, but that's just fine. I don't mind because that means I'm done. So, traffic everywhere. Did run into our first ocean liners moving up and down the river. They didn't pick up much waves at all. I actually look forward to being done with the barges and just dealing with them because I think they're easier to deal with. At least I think that now. We'll see how that plays out. But like this quiet, gentle giant flying by. Every now and then, one of the pilots of the ships would call out my position to the fleet. This was always a relief, as I knew at very least they knew I was somewhere out there.
Just abreast of, in between Mount Airy and Kaiser, and there's an orange kayaker coming down that west bank of the Terra. Hopefully it's hot. I just want to give you all a heads up.
Thank you for that call out. I do have a radio with me too. And I would let them know that I also had a radio and appreciated their call outs. No, I really appreciate it. Thank you. Go for kayaker. From time to time, vessels would reach out to me and let me know how I could best stay out of their way, which I was more than happy to do. It went a long way in easing my nerves when they knew I was there. Hey everyone, we are wrapping up day 59 on the Mississippi River. We're at 1:35, so we don't have far to go. 48 miles puts us through New Orleans tomorrow. I think that is doable. Weather permitting, we've had storm chances all week and they're only getting worse as the week goes on, but I'm gonna do everything I can to get through New Orleans tomorrow. I feel like once I'm through New Orleans, pretty much I'm there. So campsite for the night isn't all that great. I passed up a whole bunch of really great opportunities for this marvelous piece of land. There's all my dinner mess. It was storming on me, so I was just chucking my cans out. Don't worry, I'll pick them up. Got the hammock hung up there, almost over water. When the barges come by and throw up a bunch of waves, it's actually over water, and it sounds like it too. Found a life ring, so I'm using the life ring to boost the back of the boat out of the water. I learned that if barges come by and throw waves up, sand gets into your rudder lines and makes your rudder almost useless. So trying not to do that again, especially with New Orleans coming up. Got my solar charger over there on that other little island that I have to work with. I'm gonna get my battery packs charged up. And yeah, so that's where we're at. These warning, do not dredge or anchor pipeline signs actually have worked out 2 nights in a row for me now as places to camp. So they obviously must be on a little bit higher ground than the surrounding areas. All the trees here are in the water. So we're definitely still seeing lots of effects of the flooding, and this goes way, way back. This is all normally land, so you can see it's just water all the way back to there, and probably beyond. So you can see that haze too. There's a lot of haze in the sky, especially in the morning. Must be a southern thing. That's pretty much it. Dinner was chicken and stew and corn and cookie. I think that was it. So I don't know, it was random, but I was in the mood for all of it. So I'll know more, after tomorrow. If I get through New Orleans tomorrow, 2 more days and we'll be at the Gulf. And I just texted my guy today to see if that's possible for a Monday pickup. Today is Friday, and that would be amazing to think that I could be just 3 days away from completing this journey. I mean, it's unbelievable. Talked to Daryl and Jonathan yesterday, I believe it was, and they were driving home, so they're no longer in the area, so I can wrap this trip up and get home. I can't wait to see my wife and my family and my house and my things. I can't wait to get back to Minnesota where it's hot, but not this hot. Yeah, I'm really ready to get home. But this has been a heck of an experience. I mean, I grew up fishing down by the Mississippi River at Lock and Dam 1, and used to think people that would go down the river in the canoes were absolutely insane and that they weren't going to make it and their lives were in grave danger. And here I am out here paddling, just 3 days away from paddling the entire thing. And I didn't receive much in the way of help at all either. As far as paddling, every inch of this river, I pretty much, wherever I took out, I put back in. within feet. I did all the portages on foot, and so yeah, it was really an all-in event, and it's amazing to think that it's that close. But just the thought that I've been out here for 60 days, almost 59 days, 60 tomorrow. That's insane. I mean, that's just such a long time. And I'm very glad that I am on this side of the 60 days instead of the other side. Because there's a couple of paddlers that are just starting the river now, and whew, it seems like forever ago. So, but yeah, I mean, I've had some pretty cool paddling partners along the way that I met up with, and met some really cool people, and of course some amazing river angels along the way. And it's just, I got here early today because some storms came in and some of the lightning was a little freaky, but you know, it's given me time to sit back and kind of reflect and think, and it's been kind of a sentimental reflection time. So it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy that you can do this, and that someone like me who has only paddled a total of 5 days camping before this, and that they could then turn around the next year. Oh, check it out. you want to talk about crazy things on the river. It's a big one. So, yeah. But, you know, that someone like me could just come out here and do this and be just 3 days away from completing. Sharing the river with monsters like that. I mean, they're basically like a building going down the river. It's crazy to watch them. And they don't really create much of a wake either, which is really insane. But they're pretty cool. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. I don't really have a whole heck of a lot else. There's no land here to talk about or anything. So just gonna cut it here. I'm gonna get all the files transferred one last time, get everything charged up as best I can, and get ready for New Orleans tomorrow, and with any luck, the Gulf 2 days later. So, unbelievable.